back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Elite Show. I'm Mike Dowd, your co-host of The Mob, The Mafia, and The Man, and we have with us John Elite.
Hey, everybody. How's everything? So we're back again. Hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions, we want you to ask questions. Write them in.
Send messages.
He's cutting me off.
Private,
Michael cuts.
Private messages. No private messages.
Give him a message.
You can PM, but you better be DM.
Yeah.
And we have with us today, who'd you bring, Johnny? These are your people.
Remi's here and his son Edison.
And Remi does what?
Well, we're going to let Remi introduce what he does and some of the things.
Yeah.
But he's a singer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to let him introduce.
You seem like a comedian. You seem like a comedian. That's why I wasn't sure.
I usually say, I am a son, because we have to tell it that. I am a son of Mr. Fethi Jakupi, and he is the son of Jakupi and Jakupi.
Oh, so you're giving us the history? So we're getting the whole lineage. The lineage. Now, are you guys... Are you guys family?
Maybe.
Yes,
Who
down the line.
I'm noticing something up around the eyes
Down the line, you
and the
never
square
know.
jaw.
Exactly. So singing, performing all my life, I would say so, but kind of professionally, we joke like I made first money out of singing was like about 42 years ago.
You look like you're only 40-something years old now. When the hell were you singing? In the bathtub?
Literally, actually, when I was 5, I started singing, but that's making money when they give you money because you are the son of somebody
else. Yeah.
But,
and that was where? Where was that?
Kosovo, Pristina, capital of Pristina. I was born in we call it South. It's a South Serbia, but we call it Eastern Kosovo, because it's still in Serbia. But there are three towns, all Albanians: Medveđa, Preševo, and Bujanovac. Mm-hmm. That's where my roots are. That's where I start those. But professional singing, I start in Kosovo, in Pristina.
So you.
How far is that from Pristina?
60 kilometers, which would come to
like 40 miles.
Yeah.
So because you're talking to someone who knows nothing about that region of the country except that he's from his not him but his family was from that area. Now, so you're Kosovo but Albanian. So like I'm American but I'm Irish American. So is that what it's the same thing?
Not essentially. I guess everybody in Kosovo essentially is Albanian descent. It's essentially the same people, same culture, just different countries at this point. Just different regions.
We are all Albanians.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, slow down. Now that's going to get me confused. Serbia, Kosovo's Albanian?
Yes.
And then there's Albania, where Tirana is the capital.
Yeah.
And then we talk, well, you hear me talk a lot, you guys know. Yeah. I talk about big Albania. I want it all to be considered just Albania.
Our motherland is Albania.
Yeah.
So now, Albania is the only country in the world that is surrounded on the border all with Albanians.
Meaning anywhere you leave Albania, you're still in an Albanian city.
You have on the border, you cross the border of Albania, you enter Montenegro. Different country, but Albanians are there.
Okay.
You
that
go
first
to Kosovo.
City is majority Albanian.
Yeah.
Okay. They speak
Kosovo, Albanians.
And they speak Montenegro.
In Greece, Chameria, Albanians.
Yeah.
It's all that region Albanians.
Wow. See, that's a history lesson for me because we didn't learn that stuff in high school.
Well, you have a lot of people where my family's from different places, Vlora and Giocastra, and it's Greek, but they also speak Albanian.
So I'm going to ask you guys this question, and then we could go into your career a little bit.
Yeah.
When I was in a restaurant with him one day,
you talking
I almost get, like, there's a bunch of guys, big, burly, European, Eastern part of Europe, the region where you're from, and they wanted to kill us.
What for?
I don't know.
Maybe you said something wrong.
I didn't say nothing. I don't even know these people, but they knew it. They knew him.
They were Serbian. They were Serbian.
I was just about to say, maybe you said something wrong, like saying, hey, I'm a Serbian, or this guy is Serbian. They would be saying,
They were all 6'4", and
a lot of
their arms were like this big, their shoulders were this big. I'm going, John, these guys don't like us. We never go anywhere with people. They actually come and say hello everywhere. And these guys are looking at us like this the whole time. They're eating, and there's 20 of them in the and they call for backups too. Did you notice that? What was going on there?
That's the war. That's the war that caused the league to come here.
I walk out of the restaurant and I go to John, what went on there? He goes, we're at war. I go, what war?
You know how it goes. It depends if they're political. You know, because
Right.
I got Serbian friends. You know,
Absolutely. We all
you know,
have. Yeah.
and it depends on how they feel. Like, you know, and I've used this on a lot of news shows I've done.
Yes.
When they're nasty or when they try to be or they try to downplay
Albanians, exactly.
I say to them, I love them as much as they love us.
Exactly.
So in other words, I give you as much respect as you want to give us. You don't want to give us respect, I give you as none.
Right.
So you know, when I went into the restaurant, you know the way we are, we're stubborn.
Yeah.
So they're looking, and I'm like, fuck them. Let them look. You know, if they come over,
You
you
gotta
know,
step
I
on
guess
it,
that we're
yeah.
gonna have a problem. But you know, and they called more guys and more guys, and he says, I go, don't worry about it. There's only 20 of them. They need a couple more.
There's not enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough.
Just
right?
that. That's
There was
okay.
3 of
That's
us.
okay.
Anyway,
Don't
so
worry
that was
about
my lesson. I'm learning a few. I'm 61. I'm still learning some lessons.
Okay, let me tell you something about my experience with Irish people.
Okay.
Very dear friend of mine, Mike Gallagher. He was my manager at one point, and he's a bass guitar player as well. So he
And
invites
he
me-
drinks a lot. Go ahead.
Of course. And we did that together, talking about the music and everything. So he invites me to the party, Irish party, where his band is performing. All right, I went there, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, boom, fight. 4 o'clock. Of
course, they're friends.
Next morning, he was like, hey, sorry for that, mishap at the end of the episode. No, I was feeling like Albanian party. Same, Albanian party. Everybody's happy in the beginning. Everybody's dancing. 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody just took a bad look at the girl.
That's usually someone says something stupid by that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then the next day they're hugging.
Or not
The next day they're hugging it out.
Listen, you know how it. Listen, each guy you got to judge each. I always say this. I went to a Serbian place and I was with a couple of people and there was 6 Serbian guys, but you could see tough guys, no, not bullshit guys, gangsters. So when I came in, most everybody knows me, so they recognize me. I sit down, and one of my friends, he was with his girlfriend, and he says, "She's Serbian, he's Albanian." He says, "You think we're gonna have a problem?" I go, "Nah, we have a problem." So the guy's looking at me, and he tells the waitress, and he sends over what is equal to our raki. Mm-hmm. So whatever, I don't know what they call it in Serb.
They have
but
raki
they have
too.
like raki, but
Raki.
their version.
Yeah, but
It's
they
a
also
little
call it raki. But
they do. It
just
tastes a little different.
pronunciation,
Yeah, a little different than one. So they send one over, and they tell the waitress if he's a man, he'll drink the shot from us. So I drink it. I send one back. Now the game. Now the game's on, right? It's on. And they send one back. I send one back. I send one back. And then before you know it, the 4 or 5 they come over to the table, and they said to me, they were nice.
Yeah.
They said, "Listen, they're letting me know they're gangs." And I said to them, "But we respect you." I said, "I respect you too." I said, "I wouldn't come in here if I was worried about it."
Absolutely.
So we had about 15 shots. And I'm still good. Like I can drink, okay? I drink a lot.
Absolutely.
But I'm waiting. Like if they keep going, I don't know how. I'm gonna go. And my friend is he's kicking me under the table. Like, hey, it's too many shots.
Let's get the
I says, but I ain't gonna stop now because I don't want to show them I'm weak. And they're doing the same.
They're kicking each other.
And then finally we ended because they were leaving. I said, thank God they were leaving.
I can't even leave at that point.
We all grew up with raki. That's that's a homemade thing.
Okay.
There is in Switzerland friends of mine, 3 of them, 4 of them. They meet with somebody from other region, from Peja in Kosovo.
Yeah.
But the guy was like very sport guy, like never drank alcohol, but he likes them laughing and telling jokes and whatever. They met somewhere, some Albanian music, and they become friends. Now it's a kind of sort of a custom or whatever.
Tradition.
All Albanians tradition that when everything is closed, about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you call your wife at home, hey, get ready some dry meat and stuff because we are coming with friends.
Yeah.
So she's going to prepare food and we come with rakia, of course, is going to be that homemade liquor, and they drink shots. Now this guy is looking at them, looks too easy for him. You know, everybody, hey, cheers, boom, pow. You want one Beko? He was like, yeah, why not? He got the shots and he thought that's how it should be. You know, that's how he should do it too. So he took the shot. He started having problem with breathing. He was like, oh my God, what the hell is this?
Yeah, because it's strong.
It's
burns
strong.
your chest.
It's very burns. Grain alcohol is like 100 proof.
It's about 50% at least. Proof. And the guy was like, listen, you crazy motherfucker, you know, with who you are drinking.
Because
he was saying like, the water in our well is about 12%. So can you imagine how strong is the liquor?
we do this everywhere. When I was in Geocache, the same thing. Not with the guys, but people coming from the village to say hello to me. I was with my sons and my cousin, actually. So my cousin lives in Tirana, and his wife's from Geocache also. Yeah. So they come and, you know, out of respect for the older men, you sit down, you have a coffee, they give you a raki, you have. But now the next guy comes.
Yeah.
Right? You take another shot. And the next guy. So now you don't want to disrespect them because they're coming down one after nine. And it's disrespect to the older men because, you know, in Albania, especially for the older people, you have a lot of respect. Right. So they're all coming, I don't want to stop. And my cousin's saying to me, well, you got to stop. And I'm like, who do I stop? On which one you want me to disrespect? Right. And then, well, you know what they say, come on, just one more. Yeah. You have 50 shots, they're carrying you out.
Yeah,
always one more. Yeah,
it doesn't work. Yeah.
My grandfather, one of my grandfathers, he was saying like, listen to me, the most, the best inventor in the world, the smartest guy in the world is the guy who invented raki.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you saying that? Because everything you put in the mouth goes down. Only raki goes up. In his words, like,
you know, it's
simple,
from grapes. You know,
simple. Only raki goes straight up.
So what made you first start singing?
He was in the tub, he said. It's 5 years old.
No.
I swear to God.
Was your father or anybody sing or no?
Everybody was sort of singing, but nobody professional. Because in our, again, customs and traditions, you all have...
Can you play the chiftali?
Chiftali. Everybody has that in a house.
I love the chiftali.
Chiftali. It's a two strings.
Oh, you never seen it? They all play it for me when I go there because I love it. I love the chiftali. Yeah, but you see it on videos with me.
Where's the chiftali?
I can't play chiftali.
What's it called? Jew? No, Jew?
But I love it, actually.
So they all play a little bit when they gather together. One of them, whoever sings better, they're going to play and sing and have fun. Because back in the days, no electricity, no power, no nothing. It's like, okay, let's get together, have some raki, start singing with chiftali. So nobody didn't do some professional singing, but as a kid, I started singing. Maybe a little bit better than other kids, or I was less
bad? Less bad.
Didn't have a problem not to show up in front of people and start singing.
You weren't embarrassed.
Right. You weren't embarrassed
or something, whatever. When they have guests around, like New Year or something, I'm on a table singing a song.
Can you play too, the chiftali?
A little bit. Chiftali, a little bit accordion, guitar. I started with the guitar.
That's what he started with. Accordion.
Can you play it all too, Ez?
I played drums for a while. Yeah, I played drums, but he started with an accordion. That was a funny story of how your mom
guitar,
was supposed to buy you a guitar.
I started the guitar because that's how, like, when you are young and in school, guitar is something that you're going to get the girls.
Especially when we grew up, you know, it was Jimmy Plant.
Of course, so now
it's Presley.
All those
guitar,
guys.
you're going to get
you get something.
Yeah. Me and my friend, or guitar. So I had some old guitar over there. So then I collect some money, some 250 something over there, whatever. And since we were living in a town that closest guitar place was about 40 kilometers from there. And my mom was going to buy her a golden necklace, which cost about 40 of those, 400. So 200 and 400, it's about 650. And I got the guitar there, and I just was like, when I collect the money, somebody's going to come and pick it up, pay it. So I gave my mom 250, but then when she went there, she saw accordion that cost 650. And in her mind, she was like, oh, Remi likes accordion, but he's just a nice guy and he doesn't ask for it because he knows that we cannot really afford it maybe. Then she didn't buy the necklace, all money, accordion. And I'm coming home and she's like, open that box, you're going to be so happy. And I was like, square box? Guitar in a square box? Is there any guitar that can go on the pieces inside? What the hell is going on? When I opened it, oh, no. And it was like, you gotta play guitar if you want to be cool. If you play accordion, you're not cool.
Yeah, right.
So you're not cool, no.
And then again, she gave all the money, and I was pretending, thank you, mom, thank you so much.
Did you learn?
Out of curiosity. Well, like first 3 months, I didn't touch it because I had the guitar. Then I was like, how the hell this works? Let me try it. I thought when you got that accordion on your shoulders, you just start playing and everything's okay. I didn't know that you have to play with the left hand to push that air through the...
In Italy, they play a lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
But now it's not working because no notes, no sound is coming out.
Yeah.
It's broken, man. What the hell? What a bad luck, no guitar and then accordion and accordion is broken. So I was like, let me try harder. I didn't realize that I pressed down the buttons over here to catch it better. Boom, and it was like, wow, and I go, right here. Dun, 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 dun. Then I start playing, learn a little bit on my own. Another cousin, he was playing clarinet. Patsy Fethi, like Uncle Fethi's son is playing some accordion. Let me hear what you know. I was like, what do you want me to do? He was okay, I'm going to play, you just follow. He played our shota. It's
right.
Volley, like everybody knows that dance. And I was following him. He's like, okay, let's go to the wedding tomorrow. I'm at the wedding, make some money that I never thought I'm going to ever have that much money for a night.
For one night.
I was 14 years old. I came home, bunch of money there. Of course, you got to give to the family because,
That's money.
Whoa.
Now you're going to play all the
4 or 5
time.
Saturdays.
Yeah, we don't make that in a month.
Yeah. Then I started playing, but no money. So now when I want to go with my friends, no, money is for the family and this and that. You shouldn't go with those friends. They are bad.
They're bad. They're taking your money.
Yeah. Then I start hiding a little bit.
Yeah. You learn. You learn. I only made 400, not 500.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's they teach us to be corrupt.
How old were you and when did they do the documentary about you? And what was it about?
That was 32. That was 1990. I came here May 8th, 1999.
Okay.
That's from the war. They literally police, army, whatever, paramilitary soldiers. Right. They knocked the door. We were eating lunch, gun on his head, and tell us 15 minutes to get out. Serbian. Then I speak Serbian because of the region that I grew up. And I gave him a right hand, like to shake his hand. And he put the gun on the table and he was like, why? I was like, thank you, because you could have shoot, and thank you for that. Then we went out. My wife afterwards, are you crazy to give him a hand? I was like, I gave him a hand just hoping that he's going to put the gun down and not having on his head kid, 8 years old.
Yes, I was going to say, you did it because as a father, you're protecting your son. Exactly. And your family. If you're there by yourself, it's a different situation.
Of course. The war is nothing that anybody can describe. It's just...
That's so absurd. They walked in your house.
Oh, yeah. That the whole Kosovo was kicked out. Like that.
And they were going door to door.
Door to door, out.
So you come here and you cleaning offices. Were you singing yet when you were here? When you first arrived? When you arrived?
That's why that's why they did documentary about me.
So you left Kosovo in this huff. You were kicked out of Kosovo. Yeah. You were removed from your home, and you got where? Onto a plane, a bus, a train.
No, 6 days. 6 days we were hiding from around the city in the house.
Wait! You had to hide? I thought they kicked you out and
from my apartment.
Peacefully.
Not an apartment.
Not peaceful. They're gonna kill you.
Well, I mean, so they say go. I mean, they give you a chance to leave, right?
Yes.
Or no?
Yeah, 15 minutes, or we can't guarantee your lives.
I just asked them, am I safe to go to that house, like that other town.
Like which path to walk?
You know, and they were like 14 minutes. Then I went to my friend's house.
Glasses? God, I'm listening. I just need glasses.
So then we went to
wanna
my
show
friend's
you
house. Then from his house, we went to his wife's parents' house.
So they're not guaranteeing free passage if you
No, no,
agree
no.
to leave.
You're not really guaranteed
have to
anything. You have to leave.
You're
essentially.
guaranteed 15 minutes.
They knocked on your door and said, you got to leave. You said,
15
okay, goodbye.
minutes.
And then they said, good luck on your way.
Essentially,
15 minutes.
they go out to the next door.
On the
you have
16
15
minutes, if
to
you are
leave.
here, we are killing
Okay, so but where are you going to go?
Well,
You got a car? You got a bicycle?
We essentially
How far
walked,
to the border?
Well, we walked to one neighbor's place first,
That's amazing.
which is like a 15-minute or 20-minute walk or something.
I prepared couple bags for
2 duffel bags.
situations, you know.
Oh, you were ready. You were
Well, you
getting
never
ready.
know, it's a war.
Oh my God! This is I don't understand.
never know what's gonna
I don't
happen.
understand.
But that's, and then I asked, can I take this bag with me? He took a look what was there. One of them, he said, this one you can. That bag, and that's it. You're out.
I can't. That's to me. That's so
Then the
depressing.
sixth
And then you
day,
just walk away.
we decide to go to Macedonia, to the border with the car. And then,
Did you have a car?
no, the wife of my friend, when we went there, because even if you have, they don't let you.
I want to show you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So when I go to Kosovo, I go to
Oh.
the cemetery.
Oh, to see, yeah.
And if you go to the tombstones, for the people that don't know, the reason why I respect what you did was shaking his hand is there's so many kids
Oh, yeah.
that were killed by the Serbians when they deny it. And I'm at the cemetery, which you see. I go there every time I go to Kosovo for respect for the families that they lost.
Absolutely.
These are villages. These are villages, for the people that don't know, that didn't have guns, weapons
Absolutely.
to fight back. And the guy, at least, that didn't kill your son
Yes.
or kill you guys
Yeah.
is a rare breed of a lot of the Serbians. And the people that are Serbian that say, well, I'm not that way. Maybe you're not that way, but there was plenty of soldiers,
Those
that
soldiers were
killed
that way,
young
exactly.
children and women and raped them.
Exactly.
And so what you did was really commendable, because it's easy to lose your temper and say something stupid and
Oh,
you
yeah.
lose your son. Because this is a whole graveyard full of children and women, really, and no weapons. There was no weapons. They were fighting
Absolutely.
an army of, and this is
Stones.
why when people say to me the respect I have,
They just
for-
get to the village,
yeah.
kill everybody.
and I have a lot of respect, you know that, for the ex-prime minister, Ramush,
Yeah.
because of the sacrifice him and his family made and different
Yes,
people. And you guys
exactly.
know how I talk about this, because this isn't about men fighting men in a war. This was about children being butchered and women
Oh, yeah.
in our villages. So
So now you come to America. How long did it take from the day they said get out? How long did it take to come here?
6 days. We went on the 6th day. We went to Macedonia. We decided to go there. It was like
How old are you at that time?
32.
So you're 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
32. So in former Yugoslavia, you had to do 1 year
military, yeah,
military.
yeah.
So I was in that 1 year. So then now you know something about it.
Right.
So I told my friends, if you want to go to Macedonia, because on the road, they kill people. They kill men, they rape women, whatever. So now, on that road, you got to decide if you want to go to that road, to take that road about 70 kilometers to go to the Macedonia. Then you got to prepare everybody to expect everything, you know. And I told them, I says, if we are leaving, we got to do it when the NATO is bombing. Because from that experience, being soldier in Yugoslavian army, when that's happened, everybody has their spots. So nobody's going to be on the road
Right.
to do anything with you.
You have to wait for NATO
While
to
you're
drop
driving.
bombs so you can get out.
So they are bombing, dropping bombs, then you're going to drive it. And I told them, we are not stopping.
Or nothing.
Because there is no chance or hope that you're going to be stopped and thank you for
thank
stopping,
you, yeah.
and go ahead, save your lives. No stopping at all. That was like sort of hardest things in my life when I was explaining to him what can happen. Again, Albanian way, you kind of teaching your 8 years old son, like, he's a man of the house.
In
If he
case
sees
something goes wrong,
then you are the one who's going to take care of everybody.
You know what's crazy? I took my sons to all over the region, Macedonia, Albania, all over, right? And Kosovo, everywhere. And I went to have dinner with about 20 young guys. And in the corner, they brought a couple of bags. And we sit down and I'm explaining to my sons the culture of fake guys in this country. Big mouth kids that want to be tough guys and gangsters.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the dinner, I says to the kids, there were young guys, a little younger than you back then, and my son's ages back then, 25, 23, 22, 27. I says, do me a favor, stand up. And I told them, stand up. I go, take your shirts up. I want to show my son something. And all of them had bullet holes in their bodies, in their legs and everything, because they were involved since they're kids. And I said, there's the difference in the culture. They're very humble. They're very polite. Polite because it's me or you or an adult. There's a more respect.
Yes, exactly.
And the difference of people here that don't understand why I talk about the bravery of how much I love Albania is because the experience of communism, the experience of the war with Serbia, the experience of the Ottoman days prior to that, the struggle when you're going through life that people don't understand, that they witness death like crazy.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that humbles you and says you love your culture.
Absolutely.
So
Oh no! When I was asked here, oh, how was in the war? I was like, perfect. How me? Anything? Hey, what happened to the others? Nothing happened to me.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
It's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
I know, it's not a long time ago.
Because
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
like, because as he said, there were kids seeing their parents being killed or raped.
Yeah, this
or
is 23 years
his
ago.
brother killed.
Yeah.
It was crazy. The war is.
So now you're in America. You land. Where do you land?
No, first I'm in Macedonia.
Right.
We went that road. They shoot on what point? Something we didn't know. Are they shooting about for us or not? So on the border, you have to pay the soldiers
To get across.
to get through
Into the next country.
on the border. There again, Serbian soldiers because they were asking for money, and now we are 4 in there. My wife, 5. My wife, him, and the couple are also famous singers, both of them. But these guys, they don't know. So there is a guy. He was hiding from the other soldiers. I saw him that he's trying to get the money so they don't see how much money he took. And I told this guy, because they're a little bit softer, growing up different ways, says, let me talk. And I was in the back. And
Plus,
the guy was like,
because where his village and my mom's village is from, this is probably what helped us.
yeah,
They speak
Serbian. Yeah, I know that
Speak
helps.
perfect Serbian.
100%.
exactly. So he was looking at his soldiers up there, up to hill there, because they were like on the right on our right hand. And he was, how many of you there? He looked at it like 4 grand, it was like 2,000 euros. Marks, German money was there back then. And I had 200 in one piece.
Yeah.
And I just folded up nicely and I put it in his hand because I saw that he's not looking how much, he's not counting it. And he just put it in a pocket and we went through. So now when we crossed the border, we stopped the car and everybody's hugging each other. Hey, thanks. We kind of survived. And I was like, oh, we got to go back. These 2 guys, what do you mean? Why would we go back? I was like, come on, 3 famous singers, just 200 marks. Hey, what do you mean 200? He asked for 2,000. I gave him 200. The lady was, are you fucking crazy? He could have killed us. No, we are worth more.
Yeah. We're worth more than that. We need to pay.
Yeah. So whatever. Now we are there in my friend's hotel in Macedonia, and they contacted us. United States decided from Macedonia to have 20,000 people to fly to America if they want. So one of them was my family because all Albanians here, if they had somebody in Macedonia, they can sign you up and say,
Right.
okay, I want to get these guys. So
Sponsor that. Sponsor.
Yes,
Right, right.
So my cousin put that our name there. Then they figured out, oh, this is a famous singer from Kosovo. They came to me. We are from TV, this and that. Do you mind if we come with you and record or whatever documentary? They were recording them here, waiting for us. And so we were the first plane with refugees coming to the Albanian families here. So sort of was like more everybody was knowing about it and everybody was looking. So now
So there
this
was an
documented.
expectation, sort of, when
Yeah.
you got
Well, right
here.
after
Yeah.
the war, I was in Brazil jail with a guy named Milos. He was Serbian. Became very good friends with us in there. He went home, and he was helping some Albanian guys in different things.
Yeah.
They chopped his head off. You know,
Wow.
so they were very extreme Serbians against the Albanians, and he was very close to us. And he tried to stay in touch with me, and then they killed him. But they killed him bad. They tortured him, chopped his
But
head
the
off.
war was already over, right?
War was over, but
They still went after him.
not that long after. And they went after
They're
him.
still doing it over there, aren't they?
They chopped his
They're
head off.
still, they're still fighting struggles.
Well, you got a lot of Serbians that come into Albania now, especially the
Yeah,
girls.
of course. And
they
now
work there. and
Serbians go to Albania for
and
the vacation and
it
stuff.
just
yeah.
depends on how extreme
Listen,
somebody is.
there
But
was-
you got
That's
beautiful
true, yeah.
women, the Serbian woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is a guy from Belgrade, capital of Serbia, that called me during the war.
Right,
You know, because again, Albanians, we show respect to everybody that respect us.
Right.
And I gotta always mention, because that guy is a Serbian, he called me, that many friends that I was expecting maybe to call me didn't. He called me during the war. He was like, Remi, if you feel safe, my home is your home for your family. Come to Belgrade, no problem at all. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I mean, that's just it's so,
So-
complex.
Well,
So
it's like
complex.
anything was like the United States at war with Japan.
Yeah.
So many bad atrocities happened over the war, but then when the war is over, the Japanese people are very respectful now. I mean, so, it's got to end sometime, the hatred, I guess. And it
Absolutely.
depends
Well, we got
on
our
us
own
and
war
some
going
person.
on here now in this country with all this woke
But
shit
as he
going
said,
on.
Serbians are
It's
going
ridiculous.
for vacation in Albania a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's business goes on and everything. It's a kind of 20 years, but still, now you cannot tell somebody who was watching his relatives being killed by Serbian. You cannot tell
Them, yeah.
I love Serbia.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
It's
right.
a different story.
Right.
It's insulting to the culture.
Absolutely.
That generation is my generation. We're all still very young, creating new families with a lot of people with obviously a sort of grudge. You know,
Sure.
so now
I mean, yeah,
that
'cause
grudge is not
Well,
going to take one generation to.
You got to see and there is going to be no forgiveness from me or anybody else
Yeah.
of any Serbian soldier that killed a child or a woman or
Absolutely,
raped them.
yeah.
So you're going to have hatred towards
Of course.
them. And I only look at men that are so fucking weak that will kill a child that's
Disgusting.
without arms, is not, no weapons, and a woman that are helpless. And then, the Serbians that didn't do it,
You
again.
should have stopped them.
Well, like anything else, it was like in the German days.
Right.
Yeah.
The people that okayed and took those orders because they were told to kill kids and women, there's no excuse. They should get killed too. There is no excuse for that.
But there is no, for example, on the other side, there is no proof to these days that any Albanian soldier killed Serbian kids or women or unarmed persons or older people.
Not
To
because
this
we're
day-
Albanian, but I think Albanian has a different mentality.
Different mentality
Yeah.
for the war, respect. You cannot, to these days, I'm going to
Men are-
stand
I
up to
think
the
Albanian
older
very-
people to
Yeah.
respect them. It's just, that's how we are raised.
Yeah.
So coming to United States, documentary, whatever TV, I'm at my cousin's house, Nikki Jakupi, and that guy, Zerjele, comes on the door. I have a wedding. I love you as a singer. You're the best. You're this and that. All right. After 1 week, I am at the wedding performing. From that day, every week I was like at least 2 weddings per week. And that's how we had 200 or 300 marks when we came here, the German money, which was
Right,
about
left. Yeah.
$500.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. So that's how we start making money. Of course, our cousins, they helped us out when we came, because we came
Yeah, right.
literally with the jeans and
Yeah.
shirt.
Right.
And that's how we started life here. Singing all those weddings, thanks to God, from that previous work of mine and songs that I had there, very successful. So
Do you go back still like I do
all
every
the time,
year?
all the time. Oh, I go like 5-6 times a year.
Yeah, me too.
Jesus.
Depends. Like last year, I was back 3 times. too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a frequent
Yeah, so
flyer.
go back
A
a lot,
frequent
too.
flyer. I hope they pay you to come back and sing or something.
Yeah,
but
he's still singing.
most of the time,
Yeah, you get a gig. You
Kosovo's
get a gig out of it, right? Yeah.
Kosovo's easier to fly into than
I
Albania.
have to turn the heat on the AC on for a
Albania is
minute.
very hard to get in. You got to lay over, and it's hours.
yes,
and it's,
yes.
I'm not sure why they do that. You know, it's very
Me neither.
difficult to get in.
There was once somebody tried to have a direct flight.
Yeah. I remember they, and then they stopped it after a year or
Meg
two.
Airlines
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
they
enough.
stopped it,
Yeah. So now, did you have anything recent? Are you fresh? Do you have anything
Yeah.
fresh?
All the time,
What's your number one song? Like I don't know you as a singer. I
In
just know that
Albania,
you're Albanian, and I know John.
Yeah.
John was looking forward to seeing you guys.
Different regions.
So what's the name
like,
of your number one song?
Different regions like different.
Oh,
songs.
okay, so-
now
so you
I
have-
have about 160 songs published till now. And now Maki Surin Sifiljan is one song that everybody is singing and performing. Like
What's the name of it?
Maki Surin Sifiljan, that's funny. If you translate that to English, it's gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, what?
Your eyes are as a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Literal.
Well, there's a lot of people. Americans love
translation,
coffee.
yeah.
Americans love coffee. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts.
Albania likes like Nebonka Shkolore, like school days or something. It's
Yeah.
called Merakie Parakie. With liquor or without it. My life went through with the friends all the time, and everybody likes something, you know. But thanks to God, is that way, because then you have bigger auditorium.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
One guy likes that song. I was in near Shkodra, and some old guy came like, I love your song, Sevdaya. Like happiness or something.
Yeah.
He likes that song.
Okay.
So the girls like that Nebonka Shkolore, love song.
So you got a niche, like in certain cultural
Regions,
places,
yeah,
regions,
regions,
yeah.
Each region's a little different.
Yeah, every region's, yeah.
That song they love over there on the YouTube. They're all having like, oh, this is a song about generations. Oh, I remember this. Oh, my friends were having a hair style like you to get the girls and this. I didn't know that.
I had hair like that.
I would put to my wife like, see, hey,
The girls liked it.
don't look at me now.
How many kids you got? 2? Him and
3, 2 boys and a daughter.
How old are the kids? Yeah, I know
Yeah,
his age.
he's
32?
now 32. Then Dion is 15 and Rona 12.
Okay.
They are like
Wow.
born in America.
Do they play football?
Made in America.
Football?
No,
American
soccer.
football.
Yeah.
My little brother.
I don't
plays
mean
football.
American football. I mean football. I say
My
soccer.
little brother plays American football. He's
Does
like
he like America?
6'3".
Is he?
Really?
220 pounds.
How tall are you? 6
I'm
foot?
5'11".
Yeah,
And he's
tall.
15.
And what are you,
6'3" already.
6?
It's
6
ridiculous.
6'1".
Ridiculous.
Well, big foot like
But
this.
he's
exactly.
basketball more of it, but also he was playing football too.
He was editing my
American
podcast
football?
also for like a couple of years. My little
in
brother.
school.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you
He's getting
sing at
paid
all?
for
Do you
that.
have any talents like that?
Not with singing, just playing drums. Yeah.
And your brother?
My brother, he's been making some beats. He was doing a lot of audio editing for my podcast for like the last 2 years, getting paid because we were doing some other work for other podcasts.
So he just said
So,
something, making beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like D makes money making beats, right?
He doesn't make money yet. He's 15, but
Oh,
he's learning. He's
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 No,
making the music.
his
like
brother doesn't pay him. He didn't
I don't
tell
pay
him
him.
yet that he could make money. He
I
didn't
make
tell
money
him
for
yet.
him.
He's doing what you did with the thing. Yeah, you learned from him.
That's why I stopped you. I'm trying to learn something. I know there's a reason you.
I'm going to call your brother up.
I want to know.
And
I want to know what happens with these beats. What is a beat?
I buy him a slice of pizza. I'm like,
What is
here you
a beat?
go.
What is a beat?
Good job. Nice beat, man.
yeah, he's happy. Yeah.
I really appreciate that. How do we
You
make?
keep telling him
I
it's
wanna know,
no.
so
You
you-
keep telling him it's no good.
I want to keep telling him it's no good. I want to find out how to make money right now. I know he's something in this.
Yeah,
he ain't fucking around.
He tells his brother it's no good.
But I don't know what a beat is.
Listen, we're all baiting. He's our slave until he's 18.
A beat.
He's getting beat.
No, a beat. The music.
I know that, but I want to know what it is.
Oh, you're
Tell
going
me
to try
it
to
is.
make the money. He ain't stupid. He ain't
Tell
telling
me
you.
what it is. What does he do?
On the computer, he's making like hip hop beats mostly. You know, adding the.
Don't
drums,
tell him,
adding
he'll try to
instruments,
steal it.
I
things
want to
like that.
know.
When you beat somebody's up in the rhythm.
Yeah.
In a certain
So your brother
sequence.
mixes up some beats,
Yeah,
and
mix
you
up
put
a
them on
bit
your,
of
your website or your you
I had
upload
him.
it onto.
I had him actually
God, let's
doing.
figure this out, bro.
I had him doing the editing on my podcast from behind the scenes. He would add in music, chop stuff up, and whatever. For that, I would pay him. I would pay him a nice low cost
Nice.
at a 13-year-old.
Yeah, pizza pie. Yeah, pizza pie.
I didn't have him go to class
route
for it.
money.
He went and took a class. He learned how to do it, and then he started doing it for other people, and that's when he was making money.
You
So-
see, he's a fucking Albanian. You know what? He's a manipulator. He's working other people so he don't have to work.
Actually, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
I mean, that's what you trained him. You sent him to school. You said.
yeah.
I work 80 hours a week and I don't go to work.
Yeah. They want to know what we do all day. You think this is easy? I gotta listen to his. He took my bed last night, okay, and it was hot as hell.
Oh, here we
It was
go.
hot as hell in there. I jump in bed with him, and you can't even believe this. He's over there snoring, and it's hot, and I don't want to wake him, so I had to go sleep with the dog on the couch. And I'm not good with dogs because I got the dander in my eye, and it kills me. It still kills me right now. And if you have a cat, I will tell you. If you have a cat,
struggle.
you hang
He still
around
made
me,
it today.
my eyes are bothering
He
me.
has a dog too.
Yeah,
but
my eyes are bothering me.
But he stays at my house mostly.
Oh, so
What kind of dog?
German Shepherd mix.
so you have his dog.
Yeah. I have
'Cause he's
custody on the
busy.
weekends.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's busy. He just comes and take a picture with him for his Facebook.
Yeah, let everybody know.
and that's
Oh, what
it.
a lovable guy. He's got a dog. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I plead the
ask
fifth.
Addison, who works for you? He's gonna have two workers. Your son and daughter. They get paid by pizza.
He was pushing around that too.
I know.
Yeah,
She's
you
learning
can-
how to do pizza.
Yeah, beats, so you can do makeup or something.
I was trying to teach her how to edit videos. I'm not gonna lie.
Cheap labor, $10, $20, no problem.
Give
But
that,
I mean, I'm not.
give that dog a bone.
When my brother was making the money, I would put it in an app for him so he can't really spend it. And I was like, go look at stocks, go look at Bitcoin, lose your money, make your money, figure it out. So he started getting into that a little bit, trying to make him figure out how to use money. You know,
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's
keeping most of the profits, but at least he gets something. He could get nothing.
yeah, because you're the older brother.
Is your wife talented also with the music and stuff?
No, she's the talented criticizing my music. So every single time when I make a song, because usually I imagine the people that's gonna listen to that song, how they're gonna react.
What?
So I try to do it, and
She never-
I will always want to see her what she's gonna say. And every single time I'm like, I would never, ever, I will never, ever again tell you
cute.
my new song.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah. And
it's
you do every
usually-
time. And you do every
come
time.
on, that's a piece of crap.
Number one hit.
I was thinking it's the best. It's a piece of crap. Come on.
Does she cook traditional like
Oh,
choptaz? And
Of
this
course,
and
of course. That even I do now.
Yeah, because she quit. You think you're gonna sing all your life away? You're gonna cook, motherfucker.
she figured out those woman power movement and stuff.
I know.
Of course.
Back in the day, she used to organize all his backup dancers and
Oh, yeah.
everybody,
She was
and with
dancing.
dancing as well.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah, so they would tour
When
together.
we were touring, he
Not
grew
no
up.
more,
He
though.
grew up
Not
as
no
a,
more though, because he's still pretty.
He's still making the song she's saying not to make.
Pretty.
Can you dance the Albanian dance with all the
Yeah,
traditional?
of
that's
course, yeah.
He was raised by his grandparents, because me and Violca, her name, my wife's name, we were always
Traveling,
tour and stuff. And she had 3 other girls, so 4 girls, 4 beautiful ladies are dancing behind me.
Yeah,
and
that's horrible.
The funny thing is when we finished,
Must have been some fun.
when we
I
finished,
guess we got to learn to dance.
when we finished the concert, so now young guys that are around me, and after we are talking, oh my God, you have such a beautiful band, dancers. I was like, which one do you like?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, but the one, and I know they're pointing out to my wife, 'cause she was most beautiful.
Oh, your wife was dancing?
Yeah, she was the most beautiful.
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, the one second one to my right. No, the other one. The one next to me. No. Then I go, the one on the left. No. The one to the left.
She's
And
got
then-
3 kids. Don't say it's your wife. Yeah, she got 3 kids.
They would be like, yeah, that one. Can you hook me up with that one? I was like, there is a problem for that one. Why? She's my wife. Oh my God. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
So sorry, but you don't mind.
You don't-
You have, you,
No, that one is busy.
Do you have money?
No.
Do you have money?
Yeah, John, listen, if you want that one, you got to take the 3 kids too.
It comes with a big,
Those are my
it
kids.
comes with a big load.
Yeah, she comes full package.
You take it all.
Everything is ready. You don't have
Yeah.
It's all
pay them
I
college.
used to joke, you take them and there's no give back.
Yeah. You had the story with the guy with the coat. The guy says, "You want my coat?" He goes, "I like your coat." He goes, "I like your girl." He goes, I'll take the coat. You take the girl." He goes, "No." That was good. I like that one. He says, and I'm not taking it back. The guy goes, "No. Keep it." That's funny.
It was good.
That's funny.
Good time.
So what's on your agenda next now for the future?
I'm just doing a new song, actually 2 of them. Now we do like actually now there is something interesting coming out with a friend of mine from Nigeria.
Oh, really?
I met him back in Kosovo, so he told me like he liked one of my songs, and he was like, "Can we redo this song and add African lady to sing there, and you do together?"
Collaborations
with,
are good here in the States.
Yes,
You get the right people and collaborate something good. It's
that's
very,
a new thing that we are working on it
Yeah.
right now. I don't know.
Do you sing in English or do you sing in
Albanian only. I
Okay.
did 2 songs just because I love it to try
Right.
to do it because I did 2 songs in English.
Right,
And
right.
Artist Sky is the one who produced them. Very famous guy in the industry, but I
Right.
didn't.
Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't advertise. I didn't make them in terms hoping to become famous
Right.
in America. But it come out. The song is there, lyrics, music. Okay, let's do it. Record it.
All right.
But no, Albanian only.
Okay. All right. I mean, Johnny, do you think we can have him perform at one of our show? One of our.
Oh, you got to do
one
it.
of
Well, we
our-
do it. We're going to do a series, a TV show. You got to come on and perform.
Yeah, that would be
problem.
fun. That would
That'd be fun.
That would be
No
fun.
problem.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
And but what about the 4 dancers?
Well, we can only bring 3 now. 'Cause you can't trick us with that one.
Now those 4
You
dancers.
have to leave your wife home. But the other 3 bring along.
Those 4 dancers don't look that good.
They're not the same. That was 28. That was
We can hire new dancers.
We were,
So are you going to do this project in America with the African girl? From Nigeria?
he's producing it because he has his
Do
own
you know
studio.
him? Look on the top. He was with me.
Dave? Hold on, I don't see that.
You can't say. You got to get the glasses out.
The glasses out, yeah.
We all got to get the glasses out.
The airtime going to kill here.
He's a very good singer.
Oh, Jaraho, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Nice, yeah.
Yeah, he was with me.
saw
He was with me about 6 weeks ago. Yeah.
Very good.
Very nice guy.
Oh, now there's so many talented guys. It's,
But a nice guy.
Yes.
You
Are you
know?
going to collaborate here with the Nigerian lady?
she did recording in that studio in Nigeria. The guy is he has his own studio and he's a producer. So
What are you?
they're gonna-
What are you then mix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, she's gonna sing there. She's
Right.
gonna record the vocal and everything there.
Right.
Then he sends the files here. Then we're gonna mix it
It's
here.
unbelievable. I can't eat today. You don't even have to know each
now
other.
it's-
You never have to sit in the same room with any. Why are we sitting in the same room?
I do some shows
I don't
out
need
in
this.
South
You just buy a
Africa.
microphone.
Not Nigeria, South Africa with a guy, Eugene, is a very good comedian. Top,
nice.
top funny guy, good guy. So, we travel. So, we're
Yeah.
involved in
We travel
different
a lot,
countries.
too.
Beautiful.
We travel,
Yeah, South Africa. I have
Yeah.
connections over there in
Yeah.
South Africa.
Are we
actually.
going there?
Yeah.
Somebody.
We're going to South Africa.
Yeah. You got to get your passport.
I got it.
I used to live in
I got it, Joe.
Senegal, West Africa.
I got it last
Oh,
week.
nice.
Oh, you did?
I have it in my possession
Okay.
now.
And
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I just came from West Africa.
Yeah.
He was in Sierra
Yeah.
Leone.
Sierra
were you?
Leone, yeah.
How was it?
Yeah.
It was a very, very beautiful country, but just kind of like it's a little bit of a culture shock. If you're not
Well,
used to, if you
you
don't come
gotta
from
use-
Kosovo a little
right,
bit,
right.
if you can just come from America, then
it's
you're not going to be used to a lot of stuff. But when you come from Kosovo, it's
in
like
these countries.
Yeah. You
adapt
when you
more-
travel
you
in
adapt
these
more
countries,
easily,
you're
yeah,
used
yeah.
to it. I was
Because-
used
What, just a seedy feeling for an
It's
American
just,
guy, or like
Yes.
unsafe feeling?
no, not
No,
unsafe
no,
at
no.
all. Very safe. It's just the I would say the infrastructure is not really
Oh,
there.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Like
the
plumbing, you got to
roads.
wipe your ass.
it doesn't have a lot of modern things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Safe
all
though. I never
But the
felt in
people
danger
are
or
very,
anything like
very
that.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it
That's
was just-
interesting. I never,
Right.
I've never been to the other continents. I mean, I've been
He
to
posted
Europe.
the photo on that wedding, and he was like, how many guys? Like 20 guys there, and the bride.
All the groomsmen. It was like 10 of
All
us.
the-
Yeah,
yeah,
10 or
10.
12 of us. Yeah.
And he was the only white guy there, and I posted on Facebook. I was like, one of those is my son.
And which one?
Can you guess which one?
I walked into a mosque. It was about 150 people. I walked in, everybody peeked their head at me, and I joked after we left the mosque. You know, and everybody says, "What were you all looking at?" And they all laughing. You know, everyone's laughing. You know.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, because my friend from Sierra Leone, he came to America at the same time we came here because they had a war at the same time we had a war. So I had met a lot of Sierra Leoneans during that time because we were refugee kids.
Right.
And he was on a boat with Albanians. There were Sierra Leoneans and Albanians on the boat coming to escape the countries at the same time. So he had already come across like people from Kosovo during that same time period before we met.
It's so fucking interesting how these wars took place right under our noses and no one really is apprised of it. It's like the Ukraine going on. I don't want to get into it, but there's no reason for these things. There's no reason for it.
Politics and money.
Politics. I'm going to leave it right
money.
there.
Exactly.
It ain't the people. I feel bad for the people, everybody. It's the politicians on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking evil.
You know, when they make this Zelensky look like a great guy, he's tough. He's not a coward, that's for sure. But I don't believe in three-quarters of his policies. So, but the people you care about what's going on.
Because
with people,
it's very easy to just
about our people.
It's very easy to just talk and make a decision, and you know thousands of people are dying, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's like
when they talk
yes,
about it's for freedom, it ain't for freedom. Zelensky it's the most corrupt government around financially. It had, again, 25 chemical labs.
Stop for a second. Russian government isn't corrupt. The guy's been in president for 29 years.
I just said that. Both.
Both.
But what I'm saying
29 years
is,
he's
when
been
they're trying to
president.
sell this agenda to the United States now that they're fighting for freedom, it's not true. He
29
locked up
years
his
he's
opponents.
president.
He locked up all the media that were against him. Zelensky, I'm talking about, and he's best friends with Trudeau in Canada.
Well, we don't like Trudeau either.
Who's for global, whatever.
The economy.
One world order.
World order.
Yeah.
So that nonsense about him being here for freedom is bullshit. So now, that being said, I'm not saying Putin, sticking up for Putin. All I'm saying is the people in all these countries suffer.
Listen, the one
because
thing-
the governments are looking for
The
power
one thing
and things that are above whatever the average citizen's about.
The one thing I say about Russian, and I don't give a fuck what I say because I'm American, I don't care, because it doesn't affect me, which is unfortunate, right? But at least the guy's straight up gangster. He's straight up.
Who?
Putin. He tells you who the fuck he is. He doesn't lie. He's not selling a dream. I'm the fucking president. I actually own this country. He tells you straight up, and I'm going to kill people,
Well, this is what
I'm going to do.
That's why I want to answer
I have to say it.
Zelensky.
At least you know what you get.
Zelensky didn't want to be part of NATO, but now you're trying to get everybody involved first, and it has one of the worst
I don't like
economic
I don't like it. No, get me wrong,
economic
but at least
countries
you know.
in Europe. It's the poorest because of all the thievery that's going on in that culture. So,
They made a good joke about you always, jokes are always there for everything.
Yeah.
So for the war, like the spokesman for foreign affairs, Russian spokesman is like, okay, answering the questions, and then how's the war going on with Ukraine? This is not a war with Ukraine. This is war with NATO. And
Oh, is that what?
yeah, he was like, and how's it going? We lost about 13 generals and about 100 soldiers. How about NATO? Oh, they didn't come yet.
It's interesting the way you worded the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, because I feel like at a time right now we're at a point where the people, the way they react to politics, if you don't agree with something, then people assume you're automatically against it.
Right.
I'm never against the people.
Just because you don't
against
agree,
the governments.
just because you don't
You don't
agree
have
with
to-
this doesn't mean you're opposing it
Right.
either,
Yeah.
you know?
Listen, when you
we
get-
had a debate yesterday
Yeah.
about the abortion.
When
okay?
you're sending trillions of dollars,
I don't want to get into it, but you know what I'm saying. I don't
Right,
agree. I do
trillions.
agree.
Different.
Yeah.
Right.
but you're not taking care of our own border. So, what is that?
Right.
You think the United States cares more about their people than us? This is politics between all these countries.
Us? This United States cares about nobody.
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 Yeah.
You're a number. And I don't think it's much different in many other countries too. You know?
Absolutely. Follow the money.
We feel bad.
Yeah.
That's the
Right.
answer.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
feel
That's the
bad for the
answer.
people. This is about.
That's the answer.
Absolutely.
This is
fuck
also
is
against oil. It's about the Black Sea, and again, it's money. It has
And
nothing to do- because when you
people
tell
are
us you
just-
can't drill in this country because of climate climate issues, and then you can drill in another country.
Yeah.
There's no climate
exactly.
Can you step it up?
Exactly.
Can you step it up?
We don't drill it here because for the world, but
not
we'll
good.
drill there for the world.
And then ship it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
ship it, which
is-
costs more money, more time,
pollution.
more pollution.
Did you see that
Insane.
Russian girl again, the joke on the war too? She was like on a Facebook or something,
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, whatever. She was like, "Oh, thank you, America, very, very, very much. Thank you for thinking about health of Russian people, cutting off the McDonald's, Burger King,
All the stuff you import.
all those fast food." But see, now we are very polite people, so we thank you and we want to do something for your health. So you now have to walk a little bit more because the gas is gonna go.
Yes.
Shut some pipes.
They're making our health healthier. They're
Yes.
making us work,
Oh, thank you.
work harder and longer.
How do people find you if they're looking to find you?
Remi Jakupi, actually, because now Remi is name everybody
Are you on
has it.
Instagram?
Everywhere. Remi
What's
Jakupi.
your Instagram?
Remi
What's your name?
Jakupi, how do you spell it?
Remi
Right.
and Jakupi.
How the hell would I know that?
Jakupi.
He said Jakupi.
I gave it to you before.
But he says there's a J in there. Americans don't know Jakupi to be.
Yeah, they say Jakupi.
Yeah, that's something.
For Americans, is the hardest name, Albanian name is Njomza, because
Yeah,
it's
Njomza.
NJ.
yeah.
And our friend Njomza,
I have a cousin, Kokolari. You got to see they killed that last time.
or my wife, Violca, or like VJ, and usually like on by the doctor,
Vagina.
How about yourself? How do they reach you?
You can find me on Google at the Questionable Behavior Podcast.
Questionable behavior?
Questionable Behavior, yes.
Listen to this name.
Yeah.
Why don't we got a fucking name like that? Why do we have to have the
Well,
elite?
you're supposed to be the brand.
You're gonna see an interview with
Brains my
with
ass.
Mr.
This guy's
Elite
got
soon,
he's got
right?
like a fucking 4.0 averaging. Well, that was your batting
On
average.
Instagram, on Instagram, I'm Remi Jakupi Music, but Remi Jakupi, it's on all over.
So everybody that's looking for us, the johnelite.com website for schedules, for books, for memorabilia, for photos, for any shows we're going to be doing upcoming. True John Elite on Instagram. Follow us. Mike Dowd,
The Mike Dowd.
the Mike Dowd. If you don't, just ignore him.
Instagram. The Mike Dowd on Twitter. Michael Dowd on Facebook. I didn't set them up, so I really don't know anything
Hit the
more than
subscribe
that.
button.
And did you change your life?
Yes, I did.
Hashtag.
Change your life. Change your life. You can do it too.
Hashtag, yes,
you
I did.
Hashtag it. Hit the subscribe button. Ask for questions. Anybody want to book them? Tell us. Let us know. We'll contact them.
Because you want to come straight through us so we can get 10% on the booking agent.
They're doing what I do with my little brother.
Hey,
Learned already.
and right,
Call him direct.
and right
Call
to
us.
support for Edison's little brother to get paid better than a pizza.
Make sure you don't try to hire me through my.
This is 50% to the sun. We'll only take 10.
2 slices.
That is a gangster.
That's the guy.
See you, everybody. Thanks
you,
again.
John. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Thank you. Take care, guys.